Instagram, Facebook.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Volante live stream. Dan is with me here today. No David, sadly, but you get us too, so sorry.
I'm usually the guy behind the camera.
We sold him for in front today. But, yeah. Why are we here, Dan?
Rare finds and oddities next week. Very exciting stuff.
The week after next.
The week after next.
Holiday break.
I deleted Thanksgiving week from my brain, apparently.
That's fair. Just fill it with food. Delete all thoughts, only food. But yeah, rare finds and oddities. We've been teasing it today. I know I've been teasing it on social and on Discord. We are going to be having our yearly, I guess twice a year, rare finds and oddities. Rare finds and oddities include everything from prototypes to customs, minor defect items like maybe little stains or little holes and stuff, you know, kind of things that we can't really sell off the shelf. And last batches, and then kind of a little bit more, little odds and ends here and there.
Yeah, I've been starting to make the landing pages for some of these items, and there's some very unique stuff that I haven't seen anywhere else, and it's definitely going to be worth checking out. Some very unique stuff in the batch, some old school stuff that's years and years old that's been hanging out, so.
Absolutely. A little bit of everything. If you haven't been around for rare finds and oddities before, it's kind of an event. It's not just things that you can buy, but it's also a 2-day event. What we're going to do is it's going to start with us launching products between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the December 2nd and the 3rd. We're going to launch every other hour, so new products will be added every other hour. And again, these are rare. Sometimes it's just one of them, and that's the only one to exist. So really, it's a first come, first serve. And at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. on both days, we will be having a 1-hour live stream, just talking to y'all, showing you what we have. If you have any specific ones that you see on the website, but maybe you want to see in person, we can take them off the rack, like we're going to do a little bit of a teaser today, and show you what we got. So that will be the live stream. It's kind of a nice event. Gets you to see all of our faces in front of the camera for once instead of behind, and to show you some really unique things.
Yeah, I think we should show the people what's coming in the next 2 weeks.
Perfect. Unless you have a favorite, I'm just going to go randomly.
Let's do dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. And then also, if anybody wants kind of a rough specific thing, just put it in the comments below and I can see what we have.
Try to describe and we will pull.
Exactly. One of, and I have to find this, but I remember photographing it. This is something that I think is a cool rare find and oddity. So this was a prototype, that's words, of the 2151 gold with a zipper. So we sell this same jacket online, except not with a zipper. That's not how you know it with the buttons. But this is a prototype that was made, and then they decided, this isn't what we're gonna go with. So this is the only one of its kind, the only one that exists like this, and is a cool little rare gem that you can possibly pick up.
Yeah, there's a few like this. I don't remember exactly, but there's a few that have unique features of the products we've actually launched.
The Instagram, so I think that's too far. I don't think that's in frame for them.
Yeah, we didn't
How far?
factor that in.
Looks like some cool vest. I'm not.
Maybe this guy?
I don't know if this is it, but this is a cool vest.
That could be it. Actually, yeah, that isn't frame there. Yeah, I think it's kind of.
Long vest.
This is a Moon Knight inspired long vest in a 40.
I'm gonna pull out a couple ones for our Valkyries, our curvy folks that like a little something different. We have the Mina Bolero, but these are 2 of 3 special ones that we have with fabric that is not anywhere else. So these are fabric choices that didn't make the cut. However, they are very unique and very gorgeous. So nice little extra something, only 1 per design. So again, You buy it, and that's the only one that exists, which is a really cool thing.
Any Nero stuff?
Any Nero art?
Oh, look at this!
Whoa!
Right away, there's a Nero RFO. So this one has a tiny bit of fabric damage. That's kind of where some of our oddities are. I don't even
Yeah, it's a good time to pick
recall
up
exactly where it is. Fabric damage, bottom of zipper. So some of these two are damages that are very minor. However, it's something that we cannot let ourselves sell it off the shelf. But it would be better in the rare finds than us trying to go and fix it sometimes.
It's a good deal for someone who doesn't mind the minor defects.
Mhm.
Definitely will.
Absolutely.
Good bargain shop. It's like our own little thrift store.
Yeah.
Anything in the 45 to 47 size? I don't know how easy.
So it's not going to be easy for us to pull it off today. Maybe at the RFO event it will be easy, but there is definitely a wide range of sizes. I would say, and maybe Dan might know this a little bit better than myself, maybe in the 40s, I think, was the most popular size range. Somewhere
Yeah.
in the 40s.
Yeah, it's all over the place in terms of what product, but there's a lot of size variance there for sure. So,
Absolutely.
trying to see something that's.
Ooh.
You have an Augment C2 prototype here. This looks pretty sweet, actually. If there's any defects on this one, just production prototype, which a lot of these are. They're not all defective. Some of them are just samples or prototypes.
Yeah. One of our first ones here is actually pretty cool too. It technically is a defect, but some people may not call it a defect. It's a rook, but instead of the classic 3 buttons, there are 4 buttons. It was an accident. It shouldn't have had 4 buttons, and in that sense, it is going to be right here in Rare Finds and Oddities. So if you want to be the one to walk around and saying, I have a 4-button rook, this is the one for you.
Again, about sizing, 43 men's. We have something, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Can I find a
This, I will say too, while Dan's looking to see if we have a 43 here, this is one rack of like 4 racks. This is not everything.
So there's but a small sample size.
Yeah, but a small sample size. Yeah, at least 4 or 5 racks, I think. So what you see here is not everything. We have a lot, which is why the 1-hour live streams are going to help, because there's a lot to get through.
I didn't find that size, but there's definitely some stuff here. Here's an interesting one. It's a 2257 dress in section 31 black. I believe it's a prototype.
Very nice. It's a little something for the curvy folk and the straight cut folk as well.
Lots of variety.
Lots of variety.
Here, this is a Weight Team Lux 2257. It just has the patches pre-sewn on. So, if you were looking to get the patches anyway, this might be just for you.
Got a Tengu question. Any colorways, strange Tengu colorways coming out?
For the RFOs, I'm not sure I've seen one yet, but that doesn't mean no. And I say that because there's a lot on the list, and I haven't gone through all of them yet.
Yeah, it's a big list. It's I think it's 100. It's over 100.
Yeah, definitely over 100. This is a cool little thing too. Just talking about items that you probably get at a really good deal. This one has a minor embroidering issue. There's like some embroidering missing, and it's going to be in rare find. So probably snag a good deal on a Virgil, which I know is one of our popular jackets.
We got a question. Do we have anything gilded or with that awesome rainbow stitching? Because it's a limited edition.
I believe we do.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Yes, we do. This is the A1V Pride vest. So this is a curvy cut vest. I love the rainbow stitching on here, and also there's a liner that is nice on the inside. So you have little pieces on the hood and on the inside, these really cool magnetic buckles, which we keep making, and I absolutely love it. This was a custom, so this is, again, one of those very unique pieces. We didn't make a huge run of this. I think we made a handful of customs, but this is something that you could possibly get.
That's definitely very unique.
Where are people going to be able to find these items?
They will be on the website. On a collection page.
We'll have the collection pages up, and then more than likely during the live stream, because we'll be sitting there for a while, we'll pop the link up a few times during the hour, just so that you guys can pop back in and find it.
Going to be part of this Doom Coat or Doom Cloak prototypes?
I don't recall seeing one that is a pre-order, so I don't believe we have any here.
I don't believe so, especially because that is exactly like Dan said, it's still being produced. So some newer ones like that, I would say doubtful that the prototypes will be available yet.
You never know in the future.
These are the cool ones. Assassin's Creed, as we know, as hopefully most of you know, our Assassin's Creed line is ending, our license is ending at the end of this year. And so we are trying to get rid of all of our Assassin's Creed stuff. In the meantime, this is a Kenway, but it's not wax coated. So kind of different. All of our Kenways have the wax coating on there, but this one does not. So I don't know if this one is also a prototype. It doesn't say if it's a prototype, but it is just a canvas one if you wanted something like that instead of the ones that we have on pre-order right now.
And while we're on the subject of Assassin's Creed, here's a Cormac with a slight rip near the collar, which I can't seem to identify, but we will. Oh, it's right on the sticky
So
note. Tiny, and it's in the back, so looking for.
Got a question. Is that a Star Trek 2373 jacket? We have the gray one. I got a reference here.
The one with the oh.
I think I saw that somewhere.
I think I saw that I know I saw that yesterday. Oh, if you want to look for that. Speaking of Tengus, we do have a Tengu prototype for whoever asked that question not too long ago. This is one of the prototypes for the Tengu, so we will have this available.
Oh, 2373 production prototype. We do have one. It is size 47. I think someone asked about that. This one's interesting. This is a Garrus Parka prototype in a color I don't believe we made.
We do not.
So very, very interesting.
I want it so bad.
What's the size of that Nero?
At the front is a size 45. 45. Yeah.
What else we got? This might be a tough question for the three of us here, but what is the oldest thing here?
Oof, I don't know. That's something that we're trying to get better at, kind of archiving, is like when they entered the collection.
I would say this could be slightly
Could be
nicer,
one of them.
but the Ninja hoodie, this is probably
That's a good guess.
pretty old. Plus there's other racks that older stuff lives on,
Yeah.
I believe.
I think this stuff is less of the older stuff here
Yeah.
too, so we don't have as much older stuff.
But there will be some. I just can't tell you what the oldest is, unfortunately.
So it's another neat
Oh,
one.
it's a Bolero.
And we have more things. I don't. No, so
Smuggler vest
this is a
Forge?
smuggler vest, but in a different colorway. It's kind of, so Forager, it's like a brownish quilted fabric with the green, like a hunter green kind of canvas. Very neat. We have a couple of these at least. Yeah, we have 2 of these available. So while most of our rare finds and oddities are one, sometimes we'll have like 2 prototypes were
Yeah.
made, or like a limited batch, like maybe a few of them.
Like the
we got a few size questions.
Yeah.
I think the audio cut out a little bit. So first of all, that Nero one more time.
45.
45.
Nero's 45.
And the Black Garrus. We were just
Oh, the
looking
Garrus
at.
Vodka was 41M.
Yeah, so a lot of sizes, a lot of different variations. What we're doing in this small, short live stream, like just to reiterate for anybody who might be just jumping in, we're going to be doing this on December 2nd and December 3rd. The live stream portion is going to happen twice a day on those 2 days for an hour each, and new drops every other hour. So between 8 to 5, when we are physically here in the office, there will be new drops. So whenever you can, snag your hands on them, because once they're gone, they're gone. These are truly rare finds.
That's it.
That's it.
The last of their kind, and there's many more. This is just, again, a sample size of what you can expect to see at the actual event.
Not that I know of this time.
Nope.
We've been getting a lot of questions about pants lately, and I will not say anything more than David Vellante would say. However, please look forward to it.
What's the size of the Kenway? Were we looking at that?
The Kenway, the canvas Kenway is also a 45M. Different Kenway over here too, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where to head.
Well, people are looking at that Garrus. I don't know.
I know, it's...
That Garrus is very unique.
I wish it were my size, because
Yeah,
I would
right?
be snagging that before you could.
One in Disciple Blue, 37.
We don't care.
37W.
Perfect cut, let's go. Might be a little biased, but you know. Yeah.
I think we went through a good chunk
We
of
went for a
them.
good chunk, yeah.
Unless there's any specific requests, we can try to forage through.
An Augment H4 Storm Blackout. I don't know if I
Not,
saw that.
Don't recall seeing that,
I
no.
don't believe there are any H4 storms on the
There's one, at least. I have
Oh, you
a
have
red one that's a prototype to my
the
knowledge.
Devil's Fury
Devil's
prototype.
Fury. Or no, yes, so it's kind of a prototype. The top stitching on it is thin. It is small top stitching. That is literally the only difference. The jacket is still a great jacket. Yeah, so things like this that just don't make the cut for the regular lineup. One last one, at least for me, unless people ask for specifics. This one might be a contender for one of our older items.
Oh, yeah.
This is Assassin's Creed, and I haven't seen it since I've been here. It is the Assassin Recruit in white, and they have, there's a hole in the sleeve, which is why it exists. But if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, especially in our last
Oh, yeah.
month and a half of Assassin's Creed products, licensed products,
People kind of coming in, but the video is buffering, and OBS Studio says reconnection successful. Oh, I think we're
Okay.
back.
Our internet cut out. Maybe you can hear us. Probably not.
hopefully you can. Yeah, I was about to say, unless there are any specific questions, I think that's probably where we should leave it. You guys can speculate for the next week and a half over Thanksgiving, and then Cyber Monday technically, so right at December 2nd, we will be having starting the two-day event for Rare Finds and Oddities.
Here.
Yep.
Thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah, if there's nothing else, then we will see you. Happy Thanksgiving, anybody, because we're not going to be live next week, of course. So don't try to log
Don't
on.
wait for us to come on at 4 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
I'm going to be in lounge pants and eating a lot of turkey, so that is just not going to happen. All right, friends. Have a good one. Thanks
Thank
for
you
tuning
very
in.
much.